And then turning on push to talk.
So if we
Why
were
are you needing my D&D binder?
If
Cat.
we were wanting to see if this or test this forgery, what would you want us to roll?
You would be rolling a perception check. Because you are looking at two different documents and trying to note whether there is difference. That is it.
Okay, Zarathos, apparently I'm wrong, and Hope and Princess Annie are saying that Beatrix is just getting burst or something. I don't fucking know. I thought she was going to be the partner for Lightning.
Well, yes.
I want to know who's murdering your guy right now.
There's only so much you can read that.
Who was the 18 for?
I don't know. What is the 18 for?
Well, it was Pops that rolled an 18 in between two of Asti's rolls. Asti got a 7 and then a 17.
That's from last session.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that roll was.
I believe you're testing at roll 20.
Wait, what happened?
It was from last session.
I was asking about the rolls.
Oh, right.
Okay. I am ready.
Alright, good. We're all ready? Cool. So, Wookie, could you place your character in here as well? Because I do not see him.
Also, were you rolling Jai or what?
I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about?
Actually kidding me. Oh my.
Wait, you're thinking about rolling? Are you kidding? Oh my god.
Well, it is.
Have to. But it really should be my decision, guys.
Can I take a look over
it is.
his shoulder
it
as he's
if
writing?
he wants to roll.
But in all honesty, because I don't really know all of the kind of story behind this document, I'd rather just know what was said in the original. And because we haven't discussed that, it's a good idea to take a copy of it regardless.
The problem is that he's trying. There's no like automatic printing machine, and none of you guys are wizards to be able to use prestidigitation to make a flawless copy.
Prestidigitation what?
I have prestidigitation. I have prestidigitation.
Oh, do you?
Yes, he does.
Astrid has everything,
Well, why didn't
including the drinks.
I didn't know that was a thing for this. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
So wait,
Prestidigitation is a spell that you would be able to make a small item, such as a letter or something like that, and be able to, as long as you put eyes on it and everything, make the same item and make it appear right before you.
How does the languages on that side work? Wouldn't he need to be able to understand the language in order to...
If he sees it, he can copy it.
Huh.
Like if he holds one of the things in one hand and holds nothing in the other, or just a blank piece of paper in the other, he would be able to be like, okay, here, this is this now.
Hold on, I'm pulling up my spells. Where's the fuck is my spell sheet?
And you're 2-2.
Okay, yes, I do have prestidigitation cantrip.
Okay, well, that's why you should.
Okay, so I will prestidigitate on this mammer jammer.
I will not allow that.
What? You just said I could do it.
I said that, yeah, if you did know it, but here's the thing: you think that the document there is flawless.
Can I make a copy of my matron then?
Can I take a look over Corbin's shoulder as he's trying to copy this?
Damn it, still can't get onto roll 20 with
I
my
mean,
tablet.
you can look at it, yes, and you can look at the two documentations. Please roll a perception check.
Just lay down. It's not that hard.
Please. Oh. How do I type again?
No.
There should be a little
amazing stream name, Big Chungus Among Us.
There should be a little
What?
dice icon right there on the left in the roll 20, and it lets you roll however many dice you want to roll.
I'm so happy I have a physics.
I've always just typed it.
So my case for wanting to do prestidigitation is also because like I want my own copy because I want to be awesome like Corbin.
But then
Fucking finally, one of you rolls high enough. All right. Fucking Arstis, you notice that there are slight differences in the way that some of the words are spelled.
Slurs.
Oh my god, Ashley, delete that message.
Do you address that to the rest of the party or no?
No.
Yes, I will bring it up with Corbin. Hey, Corbin, you don't appear to be making a very good recreation there. It looks a little off to me.
Ah. Let's try again then.
All right.
Wait, now can I prestidigitate?
I mean, you would have to, like, in character, you would have to sit there and question Arsis, but you can if you want, or you can let Corbin do his thing, whichever.
Okay, so I am now shattered. My heart is broken because I thought it was amazing.
Wait, hold on. What I missed? I zoned out there for a while.
That's probably why you couldn't notice the forge.
So if I will trust that Arsis is telling me that I'm wrong, can I just make a copy myself with my neat little tricky trick?
I mean, you could prestidigitize it if you want.
I would like to press.
If you make that as a recommendation.
Shall I try prestidigitation then, my friends?
I think that's a great idea. Get a perfect copy off the bat. No handwriting mistakes.
Let's see what you got.
Okay, so wait, do I need to take a? I don't know how to actually execute a prestidigitation. I've only ever done it to wash the sewer water off of me.
You just say you cast it.
Okay, I will look at the document that what's her tits showed Leon, and I will accidentally pull off my fucking key. And I will cast prestidigitation.
Okay, that is a spell, just so you know.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, okay. Alright, you cast it, and you have a word-for-word copy of one particular note.
And I will hand it over to Corbin and say, "Did I do good, boss?"
Oh yeah, it's flawless. I won't even have any of you roll for it. It is actually flawless. It is a copy because that's how the spell works.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's how I'm
Over
rolling.
a Tenku, I'd say that'd be perfect.
However, I will say that Alice walks up to Leon there and says, "I just love how you're capable of delegating work to lessers."
This bitch gonna get fucking clocked.
Was that in character, out of character, Aston?
I mutter it under my breath, hoping that she kind of low-key hoping she kind of heard me say it.
Give me a sec. Rolling.
Roll it.
No.
Did I hear it?
I mean, she's a noble. What do you expect?
Look, she's more fantasizing about Leon than she is about what the lower riffraff have to say.
Pretty much. She's got a man crush for Leon right now. Or is that just a crush? I don't know.
It'd be a regular crush.
Either way.
Be a regular crush.
Well,
Okay.
more of an infatuation, but you know.
Corbin's keeping her at her.
I send a message to Lorathana. Pretty sure this lady's racist.
Did he do that?
It's because I'm black, isn't it?
Oh my god.
I mean, I am literally black. I am a drow. I'm a dark elf.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But you're still an elf.
I'm a high elf. I'm white.
You still got them elven ears though.
Hell, motherfucker.
I mean, you are pretty high, Jaylee. Let's be honest.
Can we get much
I
higher?
want to be high.
Oh yes, you are capable of making one copy. Are you going to do that with the rest of them?
Was that to me?
Yes.
Wait, the rest of what?
There's 7 other notes.
Well, yeah, I'll copy all the notes that Corbin needs.
All
That'd be all
right.
of them.
What?
That would be all of them, yes.
All
Then
right.
that I shall prestidigitate all the things that he needs.
All right. After you do that, and it takes about, we'll say 10 minutes to do that, because it's not like time is of the essence here. You get all the notes that you have. I will forward you personally. Well, no, I'll give it to Corbin after he gets them translated, because now you know what it is.
Fair.
So, you guys have your notes. What do you guys want to do now? Do you want to figure out exactly how Corbin knows how to get them translated, or?
All right. How is it that you weren't able to translate these notes, Leon?
It's not me who translates them.
Are you able to show us who then?
Perhaps.
Well, in the case, we have at least a lead with these notes, and hopefully it'll give us enough information to point us in the direction we ought to go.
If nothing else, it should be able to provide us with another lead.
Exactly.
All right.
What's our next step then?
Translating these notes.
So if there's nothing else, we should take our leave.
Okay. So you guys make it to the outside. Give me a second.
Where am I?
And you guys should be outside the office there, which should be all right here.
Okay, and where's my contact located currently?
Still in the Undercity.
Oh, he didn't follow?
No, he decided to go to a bar or something. He's not currently watching you. Another one is, but he's not as well versed in what you know. He's not well versed in what you specifically are looking for.
Played Koalas in the Rain. I just heard it in the background.
Just for you.
I'm like, am I losing it? Also, I'm getting really
Yes.
annoyed at the name for my Bluetooth thing. Oh my god, I need to get rid of this.
Although,
Yes,
while,
you are
we're here,
losing it.
while we're here, we can stop by the Tipple to see if there's any word there.
It would be along the way. What do you lot think? I'm for this idea.
Do what now? Sorry.
Sounds like a good idea.
Into the chapel. As
Short
Corbin
detour to
mentioned.
see if there's any information on the cultists that they might have.
Every little bit of information helps.
Sounds good to me. I mean, we need leads.
All right. So-
That was here, right, Pops?
Pardon?
The cathedral's here, yes?
Cathedral?
Yeah.
Should be in a bigger building. Let me see here. This right here.
Which
I
I'm limited to seeing what Asti sees.
all right. Let's head that way then.
I'm following Corbin.
Anybody else got that feeling we're being watched?
You can have that feeling all you want, but you don't know what's going on.
I know.
No clue what you're talking about. Sorry.
You're just crazy.
But probably.
Okay, let me see here. Which one is it? This one? It is not. That's the tavern. Which one is it? Ain't that one. Don't have it. Okay, give me 1 second. I have to pull one up.
Aight.
Because I didn't anticipate you guys going to the church.
Well, I mean, it's like right here,
We
so.
gotta be holy. We gotta be holy.
Yeah.
Wait, we're bringing the bard? Never mind, it's not gonna be so holy.
Wait, what?
Well, they should have some holy water. You can buy it and sprinkle it on.
Wait. Could I shove his face in the bowl?
1 sec, guys. I gotta
Buy me dinner first.
Really?
Yes.
Welcome to the Cum Zone. Only cum inside anime girls. Quivering clit, double-jointed pussy. Fresh balls. Elegant ejaculation. First the kiss. Then the cum. My dick is in
Oh
love
my god,
with
I'm muting your
pain.
stream.
Cooperative torture.
Shit on the fucking fly.
Stuff my dick into a furnace. Stitch my cock shut. Pressure cook my greasy balls. Come blast me and make it snappy.
I can't mute it.
Oh no! She has to suffer.
Okay, so it gave me everything. Okay,
Oh
cool.
my god.
Generator.
I couldn't find the window. I couldn't find the item. Oh my god.
What's the problem now, Jaylee?
So what is this about the rain? Command now?
You have to be in one of my streams to get it.
So basically, Jaylee really likes koalas, and I don't remember exactly the context of what happened, but I took that clip and I censored it with her snort.
No.
Well, unfortunately, it's going to take me way too long to gen up a map and everything like that. So
I'll just here to mind it then.
Yeah, I'm. Well, no, I can verbally paint the picture for you, and I'll have something pulled up later. So you guys enter the church there, and you see it's quite busy. A lot of the congregation there, you know, you hear some people preaching and stuff like that. Looks like they're like every preacher is busy except for, well, one, and they noticed one of you and walks over to you guys as a whole, and he tugs on his big black beard and says, "Oh, I felt like it was just yesterday when I last saw you, Corbin. How you been?"
All right, I suppose just been doing some investigation for a cult, and was wondering if y'all have heard anything.
Well, normally we leave our investigation over to the Remcast family because that's what they're more into. They're more of the spiritual warrior types, whereas we're more of the peace-loving, drinking, get drunk, and maybe, just maybe, be able to have a little bit of fun.
I'm sorry, what?
That took a turn.
But, no.
Drinking, I heard.
Well, yeah. I mean, especially since the majority of the preachers and bishops here are dwarves themselves, and we happen to partake in the drink.
Please let me know when your next party is.
Well, sir, we don't necessarily do that type of thing here. We have to,
I will just slyly wink at this dwarf talking.
That reminds me of my first time with Beatrix.
He kind of, looks kind of through you and just says, but anyway, what can I do for you? Is there anything you need?
Also, Pops, this is the one that I have met on multiple occasions in the past, correct?
Correct. He's
excellent.
He's Bishop Ironfist.
Yep.
Not that any of the other characters know. He does actually bring up. So when is have you ever decided on a venue? And well, I know your venue is going to be right at the right in the entertainment section of the city. But where's the do you have a date and time when you're going to do your sermon?
I'm thinking as soon as we finish investigating this lead, and of course, sunset. As for my sermon, I produce a document and hand it to him.
Oh.
He takes a look over it and says, well, this all checks out on my end, but we are going to need a copy of it.
Then it is yours.
Do you want me to press to digitize it?
If you wouldn't mind, good sir.
Very well, I will press to digitize whatever the fuck Corbin is handing over to this dude.
It's a copy of his sermon.
Ah, okay.
I'm deadly serious when I say that he's going to be preaching to you guys.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
I am too.
The sins of OGL 1.1.
And I am going to give him some banjo background music.
God, not the banjo.
You liked the banjo.
I like the banjo in context.
But yeah.
Wait, Pop, I have a quick question. Are there bowls of holy water in this church?
I mean, there's liquid iron.
Oh, never mind. I can't do my idea. That would just hurt him. Never mind. I was like, I'm gonna put my fingers in it and flick him in the face with holy water, but if it's bowls of liquid iron, like, I'm not gonna do that. I might be mean, but I'm not cool.
I mean, you'd probably suffer some irreparable damage from doing that too, considering that it's literally boiling iron.
Yeah, I know. See, this is why I ask these things before, burning iron permanently on stuff.
Yeah, if you guys had asked about the church, but it should be well-known information, this is a church of forging and, the earth and crystals, and the light of the crystals, so forging goes hand in hand with it.
Ooh, I'll poke him with a crystal.
I mean, you could do that if you don't want to get tackled to the ground by security for touching a holy relic.
I'm a rogue. I can figure it out.
Poke me harder.
Oh my.
In any case, such a handy bard, always useful should you need a printing press or someone to partake in a challenge.
He takes the two pieces of paper, eyes them over, and sees that they're adequately copied and well enough. And he gives you back your copy and keeps his, which was the original, and says, just get me a date, and you can be on your way.
Very well.
Right. All right. So you guys did that. Do be aware that you don't necessarily know where your main contact is, but you could ask the person who is taking his place for right now where he could be.
Also, Pops, you got that DM I sent you, yes?
Negative, Ghost Rider. I did not. Let me see.
All right, Johnny Blaze, send it over to him.
All right. So, yes, probably he could. Oh, you see, like, as he leaves, you see the guy just jump for joy and click his heels and kind of, like, laugh a little bit as he's walking away. So, what do you guys want to do now?
I still want to
Well-
flick Asti in the face with holy water.
I mean,
You know, you could have asked him for some holy water if you paid a donation to the church.
he could probably give you some liquid iron.
That's starting to sound better and better the more you say it. I don't know why. I'm not chaotic evil anymore, though. It's not gonna work.
Well, even though we get any new information, it never hurts to be thorough.
Indeed.
Any ideas about how we can go about being thorough?
I think at this point, the only direction we have is getting those notes translated.
Indeed. Unless y'all have other leads that also need to be looked into.
I mean, me and Asti have to move over to the orphanage here soon to question a few of the kids, but I mean, we can follow up on your lead before we split off and do that.
I also have a thing that nobody has asked me about.
Was it in character or out of character?
Technically out of character because I'm not really sure how to say it in character.
The character, what did we forget?
But I do feel like the only person that would probably show actual interest is going to be Lorathana.
Which is what?
Are you talking about the questions for the certain NPCs?
No. I'm talking about what the noble said to me about where I should go for my background. Or to learn about where I came from, or whatever it was. Basically, from what I recall, it's effectively mine and Lorathana's homeland.
It was in character or out of character?
That was out of character. I'm trying to. I don't know how to RP it. I'm trying to think how to RP it. Because you did bring it up in the squad chat, like asking me, and I said nobody has asked him. So it's like,
Yeah, we don't know to ask, is what I'm saying.
We'll come upon somebody eventually.
well, you would think, because I figure Corbin of all people would especially, or actually, no, I take that back. Both Corbin and Lorathana would take interest in the fact that the noble specifically wanted to talk to me of all people.
Yes, but we don't know that he specifically wanted to talk to you. We just know that he talked to you. It could have just been because you're close by.
Well, wasn't I talking to the girl in the corner when I was summoned? And then why would me of all people be summoned? I figure that because most of you hate me anyway, so it's like why would a noble want anything to do with me? Okay, never mind. Hate is a strong word. Most of you don't like me.
Thank you.
Okay, ask it this way. We were honored guests. There's nothing amiss with what we saw happened. That would, seem like we need to grill you on it.
So that's as like from a player standpoint, that strikes me as a little bit odd that nobody would take any interest. Why the noble would want to specifically talk to me of all people?
But what I'm saying is, it's a party. For all we know, it could have been small talk.
He has a point.
With me, though?
Yes, you are an entertainer, are you not?
Did he know that, though? That's more of a question for Pops, I guess.
But my point is, we know that you talking to people, especially in a party setting, is not terribly unusual, especially considering our status at said party, and whom you're speaking with.
Okay, so then how would you guys advise that I bring it up? Because I don't want to. Granted, I could go with my whole I could pipe up and say, "Hey, I might know where the fuck I came from."
I'd say that might actually be in character for you.
Yeah, considering.
True, since I'm still technically RPing the younger me.
Yeah, you haven't grown up yet.
Wow.
You'll grow up
Hey,
later.
I'm getting there, and I showed that with what? Well, only you, me, and Gargax know about.
Not even Gargax. Gargax doesn't even know the extent of it.
Well, actually, technically, you guys didn't. Well, neither of you saw what I did afterward because you had left.
Yeah, after I adopted my kiddos. Taking them home.
All right, then fine. I will just suddenly pipe up. I will simply say, this might not be an immediate interest. However, as you guys know, I don't know where I came from, and I might now have a lead on that. And this could potentially be something that maybe even would give some insight to also Lorathana over there. The noble, I don't remember his name, but he gave me some random info at the party. Wedding. I was not expecting at all.
What kind of info?
All right.
If I recall correctly, he said go south, and that the Elfland, or the Elven homeland, is somewhere there. I don't remember all the details, but basically, I can find out more of. I could potentially learn why I was abandoned if we go south. Not saying we have to now. We can continue. Obviously, we have these leads. We need to take these cultists, and of course, I have a vested interest in certain aspects of this quest. But that's another thing to consider: is we can learn. Not that anybody cares why I was abandoned, where I come from, and who knows, maybe it might help us in our journey.
Will be worth checking into, but I think the current situations has us preoccupied at the moment.
Oh yeah, it probably does.
Oh, I understand. I'm just I'm something for us to think about in the future, because it could also potentially lead us in that direction anyway.
Besides, going that way without proper preparations would be quite foolish.
I have the translations ready for you guys when you get it translated.
Oh, I don't disagree there. I understand we obviously don't want to just go in unprepared, because, as if I'm recalling correctly, the noble did say that, with exception to me and Lorathana, the rest of you could be met with some hostility.
Definitely something to consider.
Oh yes, the elves are very typically unfavorable to trespassers.
It might be okay if you're with us, but we'll definitely need to prepare, and of course, maybe find some maps, ways to get there, because if we just simply head south, we could also get lost.
Alright.
We can deal with that in the future. For now, to the Undercity.
To the Undercity.
Let's go.
So you guys make your way to the Undercity, and it's as bustling as it had been. There's not really that much of a change in the area, except it being a bit now more lunchtime. While you are there, however, you do get to see that outside of your guys' hideout, you see Mercury talking to another person. Oh, come on, zoom out. Let me see the map. Here we go. Where did I say your guys' hideout was? Right here? Or right here?
This one?
That one? Okay. You see Mercury talking to another person. Let me put them down. I have to make subscriptions, so let's stop doing that. Come on, stop it.
Out of character, so I was wrong, Zerathos. My boy is actually Lightning's partner, but it actually makes sense because of duodecim, or is it decim?
Oh, my condolences for your loss.
I mean, but you know, it's actually kind of a cool throwback.
So, you'll be aware that everything's happening right here as far as the scene. If you guys decide to go back over there. But it's easily noticeable. Mercury barely ever leaves that area. Except to go to the other place, but she has means of being able to do that. So, there is a scene going on over there, back at the guild hall, if you want.
I wish to get a little closer, just to maybe either see or hear what is going on. But not too close to the point where Mercury could potentially catch me.
I say that's interesting, and just walk up.
Okay.
Greetings, Mercury. Is everything okay?
She kind of notions for you lot to come on over. And in front of her, you see an elf.
What?
An elf.
Other version of you.
She is dressed very, very formally for somebody here, and not in the desert-like attire, but in more of a wooded area garb that you would expect in the woods or a forest. Very unusual for a person who decided to come here in the middle of the desert. And Mercury addresses you guys and says, "Ah, yes. Welcome, Umbral, Brotherhood. This is your client that you are working for. She is a noble, and a very particularly well-known one back in the Elven Kingdom. I have negotiated for a particular price for you guys to see this thing done, mostly because of a particular kidnapping that happened. Guys,
Whom was kidnapped?
she pipes up and says, "Well, it was my father."
Do you know by whom?
No. We only know that they came in a night and left some sort of message in some unknown writing.
Can we see it?
She unfolds a piece of paper and hands it over to you specifically because you asked to see it.
Corbin. As I hand as I look over to Corbin. Pull out the notes that you have. I want to see something.
I pull the notes and look at the document. Can I tell what language it's in?
It's in a similar documentation.
Eric Cochran. Seems like this is more connected than what was intended.
Oh, yes.
Bard.
Yes.
Oh, she notions over to you. Oh, you can keep that. We have plenty back at the kingdom.
Thank you.
We're always prepared for anything. She glances over at Astinosis' character and says, "You look a tad bit familiar." Mm.
Hey.
It could be my old age getting to me.
I'm sorry, what?
She's an elf. She's old.
I look familiar.
Yes.
No, I wasn't saying that was in character. I was saying I'm sorry, what? Like I was like reacting to her. Like, do you know anything about me? Do I know you somehow?
I'm not particularly sure. You could be someone entirely different.
Strange.
Oh well.
Do you frequent a certain establishment by chance?
Bard.
I was just
No.
talking.
For it.
I'm not gonna fucking say it. You assholes.
I'm not from here, as you can tell. I don't wear the garb of you, detestable sand people.
Okay, so out of characters. So basically, this chick's not from around here, but I look familiar to her for whatever reason, which is kind of potentially effectively telling from what the noble told me.
Yeah, but see, she's also pointing out to you that it could be her old age. There's a possibility that this woman has met many people that look like you.
Yeah.
That's also
Without
that's a
actually-
typical excuse that it could just be my old age, just like because
Yeah, but we don't necessarily know how old
You've probably
she
seen
is.
so many people that she thought she recognized you.
Mm.
yeah, but how many fucking dark elves do you see in this city? I'm basically probably the only one.
But she's already pointed out
They
she's
put a
not
beggar around the corner.
from.
You are in the Undercity. Like a dark elf just shoves right past you and goes right into another alleyway.
Also, she pointed out that she's not from the city, so from what she's kind of telling us, there's a possibility that dark elves are a lot more common where she's from.
Also, Asti, it's worth noting that elves can live to be over 700 years old. That's a lot of people to potentially see.
Mhm.
Well, no shit, but it's still kind of interesting that she picks me out of all of us. Never mind, I don't care anymore. I'm over it.
Isn't it only 700? I thought it was in the thousands.
I said
Oh,
over.
It is in the thousands, but semantics.
Depending on all the
Anyway.
specifics, the low ball's like 700, 750, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I guess that's the
Anyway.
average.
The point I was
Some people
trying
know-
to get at is the fact that fucking was like someone might know something about me because hello, I don't know where the fuck I came from.
Oh yeah, that was an explicit hint to you about something.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to play off of, but nobody else bit and wants to just fuck me in the ass, I guess.
In any case, she just finishes up and says, "Well, Mercury, I would love to go inside and have this tea that you kept talking about. To the rest of you, please find my father. I would greatly appreciate it."
If it's okay, once we find your father, I'd like to have a further conversation with you potentially.
She says, "Well, that would have to be up to my father whether I was able to give my hand to somebody."
What? No, what? That's not what I was saying. Jesus Christ.
Aw, Asti, I think she'd be a great fit.
Are you telling me she's hitting on me now? What the fuck?
Okay, well, they're helping Asti collect his jaw. I'm going to gather my shield.
Hold on. Are you telling me I just got? Are you telling me I just got cougared?
Yeah.
Not cool.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! Why am I not surprised?
Well, if it's leading to where I think it is, I'm going to need to get ready as well. As Gargax is, if he's not already wearing his armor, he's going to go put it on and collect his weapons.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, just because she's older doesn't mean she can't get it. Just saying.
I mean, she's only an elf. They can live up.
Even though she's an old elf, she looks really young in terms of human equivalency.
Oh yeah, she looks younger than She looks younger than Lorathana, and
Yeah, I was about to say,
definitely,
no one
definitely
looks
younger
younger
than Corbin and Gargax and the rest of you guys.
Yeah.
Wait,
But-
so
but-
she looks younger than Lorathana. Then is Lorathana just ugly or something? Or
That
is
is-
she war torn?
Lorathana is not a noble, whereas she is.
Oh,
think,
fair point.
I think that also Lorathana is a battle-hardened assassin, so probably does not. She hasn't exactly cleaned up yet, if you know what I mean. If you catch my drift.
She's less prim and
Who's
proper.
Bard will hit on anything.
It's not
Yeah.
like you're cleaned up with makeup or anything, whereas this chick is probably looking the part.
In comparison, the one that smells like piss isn't going to be her.
It's gonna be Asti. I mean, what?
Excuse
That'd
you?
be Asti.
I bathe.
Depending on how well you are trying to hide your
women.
noble heritage, it's going to be all of you. If you're trying to hide something.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if I'm a noble. I mean, for all we know, I could be royalty. So
That's
if
the
he's
point.
royalty, I'm leaving the party.
no, you won't. You get paid to
Yeah.
protect me.
I will.
You get paid a lot of money to protect me. Don't
You're
even.
gonna need to be paid more if you find out you're royalty. You're gonna be even harder to take care of.
Why would I be
want a
harder? I'm
party
still
guard
me.
salary at that point.
I'm still me. Even if I were to find out I'm some sort of prince or something, I would still be me.
In any
Yeah, but
case,
you'd be a higher value target.
Also, it's kind of funny though, because isn't this elf like 10 or 20 or 30 times older than me? Because I'm only 21.
Easily.
Who's
Well, a
one?
country.
probably around 15 times.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
And you're saying she's fit. Then again, I'm probably not cleaned up right now either. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's like that Monty Python skit. How do you tell the difference between a nobleman and a commoner? Well, it depends on which one's got shit on them.
ah,
Yeah. Sounds about right.
That's what I'm going for. The Monty Python skit. In comparison, you guys all have shit smeared all over you. And if you don't, then you're obviously a nobleman. Hint to any nobles in the party. But, yes. So, they both go in, leave you to your guys' deed there. You know that the Elven Kingdom, or the elves to the south, are well connected to this particular mission going on.
Great. Corbin, I might want to get in contact with whoever it is that's able to translate them.
Indeed. Northon also said she had a lead that needs looking into as well.
Yeah, but it's obvious that some other lead has popped up for the bard, and it's have to do it alone.
Nonsense, I prefer to be thorough.
Okay. So what are you guys doing? Are you splitting the party again?
I mean, I would prefer not to.
Okay.
I don't really need to at the moment.
What are you guys planning on doing?
Do we see Anyone tailing us?
You do see one particular person with smoke in his mouth, kind of looks raggedy, but familiar to you. Kind of just leaning against the wall, acting like he's propping it up.
Yep, it's Rook.
He's right here. No, it's not Rook. This guy's
That
bald.
would not be Rook.
Yeah, this guy's bald with a 5 o'clock shadow.
And he's been following us?
No, he's just hanging out there, looking at you guys. Looking at one particular party member in particular.
Does anybody recognize him? Or should
One
anyone?
of you do.
Out of character, Corbin?
Correct.
Okay.
Wait, here. I approach him.
Alright.
And I nod agreed and say, would you happen to know where our Cochrane friend is?
What? Brother Julius, yeah, he's at the Ramsay Tavern. He told me to look after you like he does.
You have my thanks.
Yes. Do be aware that your friends over there are going to be a lot more suspicious of you if you tend to break up.
I'm used to suspicion at this point.
And that's perfectly fine, but it's already been approved that they're allowed to know who we are. And if they decide to delve that information out willy-nilly, we will take care of them. I hope you're not too offended by that, but those are orders.
No, and depending on how things will transpire, I might be inclined to handle it myself, if you catch my meaning.
And that's perfectly fine. Just make sure it doesn't get out. But they've already been authorized.
Very well. I
Alright.
nod and rejoin the group.
Okay.
And the tavern is in the upper city, yes?
Yes, this particular tavern is in the upper city. So it looks like you guys are climbing up the stairs again.
Well, while we're here, we could swing by the orphanage since she mentioned having to go by there.
If you want, you can.
Makes sense.
Do you guys want to go by the orphanage?
That's up to everyone else.
I'm
just going with the flow. Sorry.
Mostly up to Ashley, if he's there.
Wait, what about me?
Ask the orphanage.
Do you want to go there or no?
Oh, yes, sorry. I was dealing with something, and I also need to go to the bathroom.
Alright, we can take a 15-minute break. I will
You're going
move.
to
What, do we need 15, or just, we could just do a 5?
Oh, that's for everybody to get snacks and stuff like that, too. It has been a couple of hours, so that's perfectly fine.
Oh, okay.
You guys, if you want to chill out, get a snack, get a drink, I don't know, beat your dick, I don't care.
Asti only needs 5 for that one, and that even that's too generous. Isn't it right, Asti?
I saw. Yeah. There's
Hey, I got skills to pay the bills, tell you what.
Good bathroom.
why are you laughing?
We're gonna need Jaylee getting a lot of holy water after this one, I think.
Well, I've had like 4 cups of coffee. I'm raring to go.
Holy water or holy molten iron?
Holy moly! I never, ever want to see that again. How about that?
How are you guys enjoying it so far? I know it's a little bit more
We're back.
roleplay than it will be, but trust me, I've got combat for you guys as well.
Okay.
Just
I
towards
like-
the tail end of this.
I like the roleplay end of it, to be completely honest.
Well,
Although, to be honest, we've kind of needed some for a little while now, so it kind of
Mhm.
bounces out a bit.
yeah,
We've been
that's
pretty.
fine. But I am going to let you guys know that combat is a-coming, and there's a lot of it.
I gotta like fix all my notes and stuff for my rules.
It's
sure
not
that's
just
right.
it's not just going to be strict roleplay. That's not what I decided when I decided to be a DM. So you guys are going to have to do battle.
Alright, be right back.
But as long as you guys are happy and are having fun with it, then that's all that matters to me.
Well, I recently found a rogue Reddit group, like everybody that plays different assassins or thieves and stuff, and I've been talking with them and picking up certain tricks and stuff that they do in their things. But some of it is they're like, yeah, you have to ask your DM first, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's like everything. Generally speaking, I try to go with the rule of cool, but if you're blatantly breaking mechanics or guidelines or something like that, and it's like something I can't even say, oh yeah, no, that's a thing.
Yeah. Well, it's like some guy was using flour as a flammable, apparently. I didn't know if that broke physics.
No.
And I've got your idea with flame arrows.
Mm-hmm.
But the flour thing, I was like, you can actually light flour on fire, and it's so cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's an explosive.
I love it. I like on the show.
Well, flour itself is extremely flammable, and because it floats in the air,
It's
the
a,
particle.
like,
Mm-hmm.
I could literally just, if we're in a tight spot with a bunch of low health type of enemies, it's just like, oh, poof.
Yeah, you can throw a pouch of flour at somebody, shoot a fire arrow, and then
that's that.
yeah, it'll do. I don't know how many die 6 of damage, but it'll do like 2 or 3 die 6 of fire damage.
Yeah, because if we're actually gonna go into like the Elven Forest tonight, I'm gonna drop some cash on some of that.
Someone's about to burn down an entire kingdom.
I was sorry. Like, the more I learn about the game, the more I'm actually getting into it, because I feel like I actually understand what's going on. I'm not just sitting there kind of like listening to you guys and trying to figure it out as I go.
I'm gonna make the Californian fires look like a small little prairie fire when I'm done.
Oh my god. I should have kept my chaotic evil alignment. That would have been so funny. Where the
Well,
hell
no.
is that area?
I make it so that it's super hard to... It is hard to keep an alignment that is not true neutral. Reason being is because because of how gray... Like, true neutral fits and encompasses everything. You could be a little bit of evil, a little bit of good, a little bit of lawful, a little bit of lawless.
Mm-hmm.
And that all encompasses it. You get
you
true
have
freedom.
more of a range. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. So, generally speaking, when I say, okay, well, if you want to be chaotic evil, then you're going to have to try. You want to be lawful good, you're going to have to try. You want to be chaotic good, you're going to have to try.
Oh, but Asty's chaotic good, man. Like, frick.
Well, the reason being is because, like I said, some people can't hold it together and stick to the particular alignment. However, some people can sit there and be like, you can make more good actions and generally be good, and that's fine. But if you're making actions that are like, okay, well, I'm going to be good 50% of the time, or I'm going to do, like some good actions here, some evil actions here, then it's like, no, you're neutral.
And you know what? I will say this: being true neutral makes you more unpredictable. When, like, if I'm chaotic evil, you probably know what I'm going to do. Being true neutral, you have no idea what my reaction's going to be, which is actually...
Oh, no. I think it's easier to predict somebody who's true neutral.
Really?
Yes. Because all you have to do is just look at the things that benefit them. I didn't say anything about whether or not an action would benefit you. That's why I say true neutral is the easiest thing to do, because you will always make actions that will benefit you. Self-sacrifice, there's no such thing. It's always beneficial.
Who self-sacrifices anything?
But then, wouldn't it be considered self-sacrifice when you're saving someone else and dying in the process?
You can, and that could be one of your... But anyone could do that. Like, you could be chaotic evil and make that one good action. That doesn't mean... That's not going to wipe all of your deeds from existence. It's just going to say that one particular instance you chose not to be an asshole.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be considered like what we're essentially talking about? Like you said that self-sacrifice didn't exist. Wouldn't it exist in that moment?
It would exist in that moment, but that wouldn't, like I said, that wouldn't slate clean your entire choices in history. Like if you were like a murdering fucking pedophile, and at the last minute of your life, you decided to
That's not what I'm getting.
sacrifice yourself for the fucking nun that was crossing the street and almost got hit by a carriage.
Return.
That doesn't mean that you're not a murdering, raping pedophile. That just means that you had one particular action in which you lost your life because you decided to do some good in your life.
Yeah, but also not what I'm getting at. Like, I challenge your perception of self-sacrifice not existing because you literally just said it would exist in that moment.
The context in that, the context is not in the particular moment. I meant in the grand scheme of your life. If your life is filled with nothing but evil and you decide to do good at the end of it, that doesn't mean you're a good person. It means you had one instance in which you decided to do good. The rest of the evil that you have done is not going to be wiped clean because of one particular instance. If you do nothing but benefit, do make choices that just benefit yourself, yes, that is true neutral, because in a sense that gives you the leeway, but it also gives you the leeway to do anything that completely makes you self-sacrificing if you want, whether it's for good or evil, law or lawless, it doesn't matter. It gives you that ability to be within that gray area, but most people are going to choose to benefit themselves because that's how we work as humans. It's the psychology of it.
What about living for others? You know, like you spend your entire life doing things for everyone else around you and not necessarily for yourself. Wouldn't that also be considered self-sacrifice?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is in the entirety of one person's life. If you spend an entire life of doing following one particular goal or doing one particular action, such as an example with the murdering, raping pedophile, and then the last minute of your life you decide to do something that is selfless, self-sacrificing, and morally just in the grand scheme of society, and all that is good, and all of the good gods in the game, that doesn't mean that you're going to be suddenly like transcended to above humanism and sit at the seat next to all of the good gods in the on their thrones and be rated. No, you're going to the evil god, and he is going to judge you. And if you don't worship him, your soul is going to be tortured for all of eternity. Like, that's if you believe in a religion in the game, and that's perfectly fine. You can do that. I'm not skating by on that. It's just when I'm saying that true neutral is more of a broader scale, and it's much easier to hit that because people tend to be more thinking on the lines of the psychological for themselves. What's going to be more beneficial for me? Like, I hear, like, you could be a chaotic good wizard or something like that, and in 1 second that somebody says, okay, well, listen, I need this one particular person killed. Don't ask questions, but I'll pay you a lot of coin, like a lot. More than what you think you're worth. More than what you think it's going to be worth. And I'll pay whatever trouble's out, too. So, don't on top. That chaotic good wizard is going to probably say, well, the money's good. And he will carry out that action. That's what I'm...
Alignment talk?
Mm-hmm.
What was the question?
I know. I'm being dumb.
Whether or not selfless acts actually exist in the world of D&D.
They're not as common as people tend to think they are.
Am I being dumb?
Depends what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to find something to light crap on fire, like for fire arrows and whatnot. I don't know if I'm reading something wrong.
Also, who all's not back yet?
Asty's not back. I have been here.
What are you talking about? I'd say, oh, did I? Oh, I didn't push to talk. I literally have my screen back up. Like you can see me. I was eating my burrito.
I can't see you. I'm not on your stream right now.
Also, if anyone's interested, they finally released that video with Polly P getting smacked with a hammer.
Okay.
By the way, Zerathos, I sent you something in case you didn't see it.
We are back.
Hey.
And
Zero here?
Yes,
guys...
I was just watching the videos that were posted in the queue.
Oh, the live react queue? Yeah, we'll do the live react after session.
Okay. Don't worry, I got something for you, Asti.
Alright.
Anyway.
So... what are you guys wanting to do? Go to the orphanage?
I believe that was the consensus.
Okay. You guys make your... are you all going, or is it just going to be a handful of you?
I'm going.
I think we'll all go.
We're going to the orphanage, right?
Okay, anyone not going to the orphanage, say aye.
Alright, so you're all...
The days have it.
By the way, the orphanage is right here. So, just so you guys know. I don't have a map for that area either, so...
We're going everywhere
That's
you
fine.
don't.
It's fine. I can do what I did last time. So you guys enter the orphanage, and, you know, you see the head nun there, kind of filing away some documents, looking after some of the kids that are still there. It's significantly more empty than what it was, with the exception of Chad and Lisa that are still there. Chad decided to go, and he kind of walks past you guys, says hi, waves hi to Lorithana, and then walks past. He seemed to have some sort of practice equipment for, padding, small tunic, and a small spear.
Lorithana just kind of waves goodbye slowly to him with a little bit of a smile.
Mm-hmm.
Friend of yours?
I look at Corbin and I just shrug.
The head nun notices you guys and says, "Oh, hi. How are you guys? Oh, Lorithana. Oh, come in. You were just here a little bit ago, though. Is there anything else I can help you with?"
I just wanted to come check and see if the kids maybe were ready for us to ask a few questions. No
A lot
problem.
a lot of them, according to what I've done, is they're all back where they apprentice, and I've got approval from most of them. In fact, Chad just head out to do some more training with whom he's going to be squiring under.
Rothana, why don't you introduce us?
I just kind of look at Corbin unimpressed and look back at the nun. Anyways, this is my party, I guess you would call them. We just want to talk to the remaining kids that are here. We just need a little bit more information, and like I promised, I'll make sure that none of them get traumatized by our questions.
Alright. She says, okay. And then she shouts back, "Lisa!"
Oh shit.
Wow,
Lorithana
Jaylee,
just
it's
kinda
like you don't want to know the nun's name. What gives?
Lorithana just kind of turns back to the party and whispers, if any one of you make her cry, you're going to see a dagger in your eye tonight.
Don't tease me with the good time and not deliver. I mean, what?
Was that in character or out of character?
You all see
Yes.
this, you all see this Harrington girl, which is basically described as a rabbit girl, come on out, and she says, "Yes, ma'am," as she starts walking over. "Oh, hi, Lorithana. Oh, it's that bard, too.
It's that bard.
That really good-natured bard that wouldn't do anything to hurt children. In any way, shape, or form. Right?
That's suspiciously specific.
So specific.
What the fuck?
I kind of glare at the bard.
That is really weird of her to say. What the shit?
Just to double check here, I missed the last part of that. The bard that likes to protect children and what?
I can't breathe. Okay.
You forgot to add to there that he's also from a brothel.
Northana just glares at
This kid looks
Gargax.
at you with the most Gargax. This kid looks at you with. Do be aware, she's like 9.
Yeah.
And she looks at you with the most innocent stare and says, "What's a brothel?"
Oh, no.
It is a vile place.
No,
You must never go.
No.
Nothing
I just
good
look
can
at-
come of it.
I just look at Lisa and I say, what my friend said. You don't need to worry about that, okay? Oh, we lost the Wookiee.
Uh-oh.
Did he send me
Wookiee
a
died.
He didn't send me a text about it. Did he say you needed to go?
Hey, Mike just got dropped too. He's still in roll 20.
Okay. I didn't know if it was one way because I know he said that he can't stay late, so and that's perfectly fine. It's just I needed to check the DM to see if he was there. That's fine though. But yeah, she looks at you, the most innocent smile, and says, "Oh, what's a brothel?" And
What did she say? Sorry, you got cut
oh,
off.
she just asked, "What's a brothel?"
Oh.
And then she looks at you and says, "Jaylee, what's a brothel? Is it a good place?"
Wait, hold on, Jaylee.
Sorry,
Laura
Lorifana. My apologies. I get that confused sometimes.
No, you're good. You're good.
Lorifana, what's a brothel? Is
I'm
it a
going to
good
go ahead and
place?
interject and say, kiddo, you don't want to know. Just
Yeah,
leave it at
and
that.
I look at her too and I say, I'll explain when you're 19, okay?
Okay.
Now, are you okay if we ask you a couple of questions?
Sure. What are questions about?
I'm going to start playing some tunes. Relaxing,
look at
calming
Corbin.
tunes
I
on my
look at
lute.
Corbin and I say, any kid-friendly questions you have?
Gargax just looks away and just has this smirk of, I know what I did.
Can I ask a question?
I
about
glare at
people?
Gargax.
Can I ask a question above table for a quick second? The children who disappear, do we maybe know what their names are for certain, or are we still at the it could be these children but we're not sure stage?
No one has any idea who these children are. They were flayed all the way down to their bones. It is very hard to identify that without a necromancer.
Who were the kids that we were kind of questioning whether they had gone missing? Does anybody remember?
I will also preface this is also common knowledge. Necromancy is a kind of mixed bag. Some people can do necromancy for good, some for evil. Xena Rosenthal was an evil necromancer. Just to clear the waters there.
It is worth noting that a few of these spells that are my go-tos are technically in the necromancy school as well.
But yes, what was your question again, Jai?
Do we know the names of the children that are potentially missing?
No.
Okay.
The orphanage nor are most people, like, their children go missing all the time.
Well, was there
Actually-
not names mentioned in the last session right around the time we found these dead bodies? Obviously, that would be information that Lorithana, Gargax, and Asti might have, but not necessarily the
I
rest
can
of us.
give you that it does not seem to be any of the kids in the orphanage.
Okay.
Or people that you guys know offhand.
Daya.
See, now I don't really know what to ask this child. Alright, guys. I was kind of hoping that we would have at least a name.
You were going to question the. You said you wanted to question the kids, right, Asti?
I don't know if I want to take that approach because I feel like questions could turn out be pointed. I do, however, maybe want them to potentially describe anything that they have seen that may seem odd or unusual.
So just ask them, have you seen any weird drawings anywhere lately?
That could potentially be a jumping off point.
They define as a weird drawing.
Anything out of place, anything they're not used to seeing.
Is that what you're asking, or?
I think it should be.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask it. Lorthana just kind of crouches down on her knee so she's eye level to Lisa and goes, have you seen anything weird while you've been out and about? Any weird drawings? Anything suspicious to you?
She looks at you and says, well, I mean, not really. Is there something I was supposed to be paying attention out for in specific?
No, not at all. Like I said, I'm just here to ask questions so I can figure something out.
Oh, well, what is it that you're trying to look for in specific? Like,
well, you see, there's these really bad people on the streets right now. And what they're doing is they're putting these weird drawings everywhere. Basically, I'm trying to find the people doing the weird drawings, just so I can talk to them and figure out what they're doing.
oh, well, I didn't see any weird drawings or anything like that.
Nobody acting weird? Nobody dressed weird to you?
I mean, there were a couple of people who looked kind of weird. They had these long pointed ears, and she was in like this greenish attire, and she was talking to a Dragonborn lady at least a little bit ago, but she's been periodically talking to her quite a bit. I think that's pretty suspicious, especially the Dragonborn lady. She looks really suspicious.
Wait, is she really out of character? She's talking about the cougar and Mercury, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yep.
The Kugel.
I know, that was pretty suspicious, huh?
Yeah.
Lorthana just kind of smiles and nods before she gets back up a little and says, alright, thank you, Lisa. Remember, if you see anything weird, you know where to find me, okay?
Yeah.
I have a question for Lisa.
Yeah, at the guild hall where that creepy Dragonborn lady is.
I have a question for Lisa. Have you seen any of your fellow orphans potentially follow adults you've never seen before anywhere?
I mean, all the time.
Adults you've never seen before. I don't mean the ones that you and your fellows work for or apprentice for.
But I don't apprentice for anyone. Except for the old nun here, the only person I really apprentice, and the only thing I do for her is chores.
So you haven't seen anything where one of your fellow orphans is potentially led by a strange adult or an adult you've never seen before into a place you're not familiar with? Nothing like that.
I hear stories of kids going into this weird place in the entertainment district in the upper city.
Whoa.
Entertainment district?
Yeah.
Have they described what it was?
Not really. But I do know that it's right across the street from the alchemy shop.
I glare at the bard.
Hold up. So is she telling me that kids have been lured into the brothel?
maybe.
Okay, that's disgusting, and that's something that I would want to deliberate with Matron Xena over.
I mean, you experienced it yourself as well.
I was also rescued off the streets.
And raised.
And I'm the only child, as far as I know, that was ever taken in my 15 years of being there. So unless some weird shit has been happening ever since I've been back, then that means our next lead would be to go and talk to Matron Xena and see what's going on, if they're being coerced by someone.
The nun does pipe up and say, "Did you guys get the notes situation handled yet?"
Yes, we made some copies, but we don't know how to translate them.
Oh. How are you able to get copies? I hear that the Remcast estate is very well guarded.
Well, let's just say Leon here has a fan of his, and I was able to use a little trick of mine to make copies.
I did hear that the Remcast daughter has become quite smitten with somebody.
That would be Leon here. Although, she doesn't know that his name is actually Corbin.
And she's not actually smitten with me. She is smitten with her idealized version of me. She's in love with the idea of being in love.
Potato, potato, you are clearly... You clearly don't know how to let anyone in, Corbin.
Lisa does pipe up and says, "Well, how do you know if it's just that or if she actually does like you?"
Ooh.
Corbin, be nice.
I do that. I give that John Cena ooh face while I'm still playing the
Gygax
I kneel down next to child, place my hand on her shoulder, ask for a thought when you're older.
Wise choice.
And she just looks at you and says, "I might be young, but I still know how to, I still am a lady, you know."
Ooh. Called out.
So much.
I'm aware, ask for a thought when you're older.
I think you're the one that should probably be asking Lorathana. She kind of makes a pouty face and arm.
What does that mean? What? Pops?
It means that she's implying that he has no idea how women work.
I mean, I've been thinking the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
Was it in character, out of character, Asti?
Yes.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen a 9-year-old start a fight.
That's my kid.
I'm still working on her character, and you guys have painted her out to, like, I want to paint her out to be
I like
a
it,
hopeless
Skadoosh.
romantic, so yeah.
Sassy, hopeless, romantic. I love it.
And did you come to this conclusion before or after you wound up in the Slammer Bard?
What conclusion is that?
Never mind.
The kid here is literally calling you out for ignoring that someone might actually like you.
Oh, I assure you, no one likes me.
I mean, I don't see it. You're kind of a dick.
Oh shit.
I love it. Intra-party conflict. Keep going.
Rowan actually just starts laughing.
Do it now?
Wait, Lorathana laughing? Holy shit.
Can I give the bird like a look as in please don't say things like that in front of the child?
Let me just remind you, Isabel, that As orphans,
No, I'm not.
she has probably seen and heard far worse than what I just said.
Bard, she just said she's a lady. You should not use that kind of language around a lady.
I apologize, Lisa, if I offended you in any way.
Alice does look up, or not Alice, Lisa does look up to you and say, at least you're starting to get it. And then she goes back into the back rooms because she's assumed she's answered all of your questions with this, whatever this is that's going on, to continue doing her chores.
Well, Corbin's love affairs aside, it sounds like we might actually have to go back to my old home and get some answers.
Maybe that can be our next stop, but I believe we should speak to some of the other children first.
What other children?
Is any other
The last of the children just went out to do training.
Like apprenticeship.
Also, Jaylee, did you want to say anything about the sick kid?
The sick kid?
One of the kids is sick. I'm
Yeah.
Eric. I'm here.
Wasn't Lisa the one that was sick?
No.
It was
some other kid. It was some other girl in the back.
Oh, some other girl in the back. No, I'm
Yeah, the other girl I don't know about.
I'm not freaking crazy. I'm not questioning a sick child.
By the way, have you had a chance to seek out a doctor for the other girl yet?
We did have somebody just look after them, but it's not exactly good.
What's not exactly good?
Well, her sickness.
What do you mean it's not exactly good?
She
Out of character, if I'm remembering correctly, this is where the nun said something to Lorthana, and Lorthana said that she might have a friend who could potentially help the child.
Yeah. She's not exactly well as it is. Her sickness can only be paused, but not really stopped. She will eventually succumb to it.
Can me and my friend Corbin here go and visit her just to see what's going on?
The nun kind of says, I suppose so, but only for a brief moment. I can't keep her up for too long.
No, I completely understand. I just want to make sure of something. I look at Corbin and say, do you think you can detect magic on her even if she's alive?
You detect magic at work?
Yeah, that's what, because what I'm thinking, if she's suddenly sick like that, and we're finding crap inside bodies, I just want to rule it out as a possibility.
Okay.
That's not, correct me if I'm completely wrong and you think I shouldn't do it.
Also, thank you for the follow. What was the name? What was the name? I missed the name. Somebody followed, but thank you.
So, you go back to the child, and the child does seem to the girl is lying in bed. You hear a couple of high-pitched coughs, and then after that, she kind of mellows out a little bit, trying to rest.
I'd like to see if I can diagnose what's medically wrong with the kid.
Just from looking?
Even better than
basic,
zero.
Physical type examination.
Sure. Let me see what kind of checks there are. I think it's a survival, but I don't know if there.
It should be medicine.
Okay, medicine. You can do that.
Are you kidding me?
I can't roll above a 3 tonight. Okay, I got a 9.
I was relying on you.
Wait. Can we renege? I forgot to put Bardic Inspiration on him. Because obviously I'm going to have a vested interest in trying to...
You can't tell from where you're standing. maybe if you got closer and thus put yourself more into contact with what could be ailing her.
Well, yeah, because obviously, like, I mean, I got kind of distracted, but I meant to comment that I would like to follow them to see the kid, because obviously I have a vested
I will
interest.
allow, because you said you were playing music, I will allow you to bardic inspiration off of that, but it's going to go off of his next roll if he chooses to potentially succumb to this particular sickness.
Before Asti approaches the girl, though, I grab onto his shoulder and kind of pull out my what was it again? My cloth mask, just as like a reminder gesture.
I nod, don mine, and I'd like to ritual cast detect magic first.
You spend about 2 or so minutes, and your spell kicks off, and it looks like her veins are lighting up.
I knew it.
Do I know a school?
Evocation.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually good. Oh, okay. I need to write this
I'll
down.
even give you a little bit more detail. Looks like it's of a particular elemental side of the evocation. Lightning.
Does it appear to be a curse?
No.
Corbin, what do you see?
There is magic in her veins. Evocation. Lightning.
Something like a sorcerer?
No.
No, Gargax was asking in character.
No, some strange affliction.
Could be that. Was there anything else you guys want to do?
Wait, is he able to heal her, or what's going on with that? Like, is this like a potential lead? Is this potential lead for what we're dealing with?
Yeah,
No.
but no.
It's not a lead for anything that you guys are dealing with right now.
And I doubt that he would be able to heal her. He would need to be able to uncurse her first, if I'm not mistaken.
It's not a curse.
Oh, my bad.
If it were a curse, I could fry it right now.
It's not a curse.
What the hell is it?
Corbin, are you able to dispel the magic? The only thing is, I don't know what'll happen if it's dispelled.
Ooh.
Is it transferable?
No.
So much for that idea.
I cannot currently dispel. I don't have it prepared.
What do we do?
Prestidigitation doesn't work on stuff like this, right?
No.
I'm asking. I don't know. Don't need to crucify me.
You're good. You're good.
No.
Inspire me.
Inspired.
All right, I will inspire Zarathos.
Who?
Sing him a song.
Corbin.
Or excuse me, yeah, Corbin.
Okay.
Alright, I'll take the proper precautions and see if I can better discern what type of affliction is ailing this child.
Role are you specifically trying?
Medicine.
Medicine?
Yeah, see if it's like a poison or, some other type of cause or not.
Go for it.
And what's your inspiration die, Asti?
Jesus Christ, I forgot where to. I know it went up. I think it's.
Should be a die 8, I think.
Yeah, I think it's die 8 now.
What are you guys? Level 6?
5.
5.
Level 5? I thought it would be a die 6.
I thought it was 8.
It's been a long time since I looked at Bard.
For a
Guy
long time,
A at
anybody
fifth
has
level.
looked at the bard.
I meant it's Bard.
Sorry.
What'd you say?
I'm just
Phrasing.
writing down notes and not thinking. I'm sorry.
I didn't. What'd you say?
That was unfortunate phrasing, but it's hilarious.
It is a die 8, so you get to he'll
Eight
get to roll a die 8 on top of his skill check.
Someone
29.
Alright. So, through various means of investigation, and the first thing that you do is you touch her skin, and you get shocked. Like lightning shocked.
Okay.
That's the first thing that happens. Do you want to continue from that?
Sure.
Okay. So off of that roll, you were able to determine that it does not seem like it's a unnatural shock, meaning that upon further investigation of her skin, there are no cuts, no lesions, no inscriptions or anything like that. When you suffer the pain, by the way, I'm going to issue you 6 points of lethal damage, lightning damage to you. When you do put your hand to her heart, you do feel that it is going at a normal pace, slightly faster than normal, but not too much to throw off any kind of investigation. And it does seem like nothing is unnatural to what is a part of her. However, it begs the question to whether she is human or not.
I need a BRB.
Okay.
Well, does she look human, or does she look like a different race?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She does look human.
Okay, what seems off?
Outside of you can't touch her without suffering lightning damage.
Yes, outside that.
Well, her breathing is definitely labored, and it seems as though she is just hit. She does seem to be of the age where she's starting to hit puberty.
Hmm. What kind of knowledge check would I need to be able to know more?
To know more?
Yeah. Or that, probably that's a better knowledge.
I'm a little lost.
I'm implying that the girl that's there is not human,
Okay.
and
I'm
in
trying to
fact,
learn all this magic crap.
yeah, and in fact, potentially a different race that is magical altogether.
Can I adopt her?
You and your adoption fetish.
I mean, gotta get
Three.
the
3 kids adopted.
Oh, says Gargax, who knocked his poor wife up with triplets.
Okay, I'm back.
He couldn't control that one.
I can't control that one.
you can actually.
Gargax with the magic penis.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily him. Alright.
What did I miss?
Arc-
Sorry.
You would have to roll knowledge on either nature or arcana to pass.
Doesn't matter, the same bonus. You want to inspire me again, Asti?
You are inspired.
How do you
Save the
inspire
child.
me?
save the child, or I'm going to tell what's her face your real name.
Oh, that wouldn't work.
That's a crappy inspiration, man.
I'm joking. Jesus Christ. I simply play a tune that I feel would
Inspire a thought.
that I feel would inspire someone like Corbin.
30.
Yo.
All right. You do seem to recollect that there are magic beings out in the other planes that do sometimes cohabitate really, really well with humans. In essence, there are some particular elemental forces that tend to try to merge themselves with humans. And that this could be, in fact, what is going on.
Seems like you figured out something.
Potentially.
Normally, children that are the product of this particular thing happening have a growing in phase, where during this particular time, they tend to be all right towards the end, but there are some fatalities that do happen. But depending on how long they've actually had this particular, I wouldn't say infliction, but whether or not their power has been dormant for too long or not.
How long has the child had this affliction?
She don't know and you don't know. Oh, like, as far as being bedridden? A couple weeks.
Okay, does that tell me about how much risk she's at?
She's got about an 80% chance of survival.
So the question is what triggered it.
Age.
Pretty much. Age. Like I said, it is a growing in phase.
Better question be what to do about it.
It's like mutants from X-Men.
Kinda.
So she's not necessarily sick, she's evolving?
Yeah, like a Pokemon.
Well, not necessarily evolving like a Pokemon. It's just more or less that the heritage of which she has is more or less kicking in and her body can't handle it. Yet. And if her body is capable of handling it, she will survive. If it isn't, she will die.
And there's nothing we can do to change that.
I mean, you could try and send her to one of the planes or a place that's well connected to the plane of where her particular set of powers from, and that would probably enhance her survival. But
yeah, we don't physically have a way of doing that ourselves yet, though, so we'd have to speak to someone else.
She is an orphan, so you don't necessarily know exactly where her origins are.
Who would we go to if we were to speak to somebody else that could help this girl?
There might be somebody who know.
I mean, there's the church, but they're already looking over the issue.
Could we maybe get Mercury to help?
If she's not too busy. And probably it's not like she's going to succumb right yet.
Well, what I was more referring to is if I offer myself yet again as tribute of sorts to Mercury, if we can at least get the girl to where she has a higher chance of survival.
Again, you'd have to find her and you'd have to ask her that. but you guys do also have another more pressing issue that's going on that could result in more deaths than, not to sound like a dick, but more deaths of children than just this one.
Yeah, it's kind of part of the reason I was trying to determine how much danger the kid's actually in right now.
I get it. I was just like trying to think like if, in the interim, like what we can do, because I mean, obviously, Mercury is gonna want a status report on what we're doing.
You can backburn this. I'm giving you guys plenty of things to be able to do after, or during, or whatever you guys want to investigate. It is an open world, but yeah,
it's like some side quests in Legend of Zelda.
Cassie doesn't like Legend of Zelda. What you talking about?
Oh my god, I have never said that.
Side quests in Skyrim, then, because we've all played Skyrim, even if we don't
never
like
played
that.
Skyrim.
In any case,
what the fuck, Skadoosh?
You guys do have a more pressing issue, and you have an obvious lead. I have given it to you. Not to push, not to push you guys into one particular way, but
Pop, you're hurting a bunch of ADHD autistic heads in an investigation.
Why don't you follow? Yeah, exactly. Now you understand why I don't like making investigation plots.
We're all a bunch of ADHD heads. We're like,
you guys are all squirreled
or
trying
obviously.
I just want to be third. What you talking about?
We're just being thorough. We're totally not getting distracted.
Squirrels trying to find a pistachio in a pile full of acorns.
I mean, I was honestly kind of wondering when we would actually be pointed to the brothel. I knew it was a matter of time.
Why so bad again, Asti?
Huh?
Why you want to go to the brothel so bad again, Asti?
What? It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with what Lisa said.
It's a side quest.
Yep,
we got a bunch of side quests piling up right now, and we need to focus on the main quest because there's actual people dying in that.
Yeah, and Lisa said that aside from Mercury, which she has obviously for the whole Mercury and the Cougar, I don't understand why she called those two out. Like maybe just because she's not used to seeing them, but the whole thing of seeing seeing kids being lured to the brothel, that's concerning.
Okay, that's second level concerning. People
I have an idea of how we
concerning.
can continue this, but it's also gonna be part of the back burner. So, real quick, I'm gonna head over to the head of the orphanage, hand her some gold, and be like, "You know who to hand this to. You know, just need somebody to find out somebody who has expertise on the plains." From what I'm understanding.
She just gives you back your money and says, well, you already know one person. You work for her.
Hey, Nun, what's your name?
Oh, jeez, that's direct.
Whoa, that is...
She says, I am glad you asked. My name is Ruth.
Well met, Ruth. Sorry we didn't ask sooner. We just tend to be very drawn into what we're doing.
I shoot a sideways glance at Lorithana.
Why are we glancing? I'm trying right.
Oh, it's okay. You know, out of your entire party, you're the only person that's asked. And Lorithana there has donated the most, and she's never asked my name. Odd thing, that one.
Wait, what? I gave you... I had a character arc. Jesus Christ, how much did you...
I've been in contact with the orphanage a lot longer than a lot of you know.
Because I gave them, what, 50? 100? I don't remember how much now.
You gave them 50, if I'm not mistaken. But yes.
What's up, Reborn?
That's more of a dig at Lorithana, since you feel like you're the only one getting dug at, and you're the only one that asked the proper question.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna just go ahead and wink at Lorithana.
Yeah, she just looks at him and goes, yeah, we get it. You're the charismatic one. We move on.
I would say what I just did was hardly charismatic, but I mean, hey, at least now we know who we're working with.
The nun does pipe up and says, yes, most people try to get the names of the people they're trying to be acquainted with. Generally tend towards first meeting them. But I digress from that. If you guys are done, there are plenty of chores that need to be done here, and unless you're going to stick around to do them, which I highly suggest you don't, considering the state of affairs of the dreadful questions you've been asking, I would suggest that you guys move along.
Indeed.
Fair enough.
All right, everyone. Let's head on. Let's follow our lead then.
Yes. All right.
I must say I'm a little bit concerned with how this is going to go, because I never thought I would have this kind of conversation with the person who has effectively been my mother for the last 15 years.
Oh yes, you were her favorite because you listened oh so well. But outside of that, you guys do have an effective lead.
Yep.
Can we follow
All right,
it?
Corbin.
To the tavern.
Lead the way.
All right, you guys go back up to the upper city. And is everyone still good to play, or do we need to put a pause on it?
I'm good.
There's stairs.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Sweet.
How about that?
We are going to my home, right?
Eventually.
In time.
Fuck me. This is
Nope.
this is good. Oh man, I'm not ready for this.
So the tavern is going to be located right here, which is where the Ramsay Tavern is.
The Ramsay.
A few
Wait.
of you have already been there before. One of you almost got kicked out.
Wait, what? Kicked out?
Yes.
Brings back memories, doesn't it, Gargax?
Wait, I thought the brothel was off to the left.
It is.
Headed to the brothel.
I
Headed
thought-
to the tavern.
I thought we were going to the brothel, not the. Wait, what? I don't remember a tavern.
Remember the contact that Corbin had?
Yeah, the one that speaks Ara Cochran.
Not barely.
Yes. That's where you guys are heading. To fill you in, Asti, Corbin has a contact that speaks Eric Cochran.
That's just an unfortunate language name.
A what? A Cochrane?
Eric
Ara Cochran.
Okay, it's basically a language for bird people.
What is this, fucking Rick and Morty? We got bird person over here?
Yes.
Well, there's
literally,
actually
yeah.
multiple bird races. Eric Cochran is one of them.
Oh, goodness. Rick and
There's
Morty, here we
Kent and
go.
Eric Cochran for two of the more well-known ones.
Yeah, they're the big
Yeah.
ones.
Yep. The third one being the Strix, but they're new.
That's what she said.
All right. So you guys get into the Ramsay Tavern, and you see, like always, or at least for the two people who are familiar to the tavern, it is busy, and you see somebody get beamed across the head, whilst the head cook, from what you can hear in the back room, is shouting all sorts of obscenities. And you hear a halfling lady comes up to greet all of you and says, "Oh, you two! It's been so long. How have you been? Please find a seat."
Also, this is the one who was the waitress last time I was here, yes?
Yes, she hasn't lost her job yet.
Excellent, excellent.
Yet, Jesus
I
Christ.
kind of motion to Isabel and say, she was the one I mentioned last time I was here.
Oh, really? She's what?
I'm still here, you know.
I'm aware.
I can't remember. But, oh, I was that you were talking about being knowing.
Huh?
Yeah,
You said you can cook.
of course. I'm sure Gorgon would be very, very well interested in being able to see what you can do. Please say you're good. And then her face goes all sullen and like serious. Please say you're a good cook. Please.
Meanwhile, Gargax's eyes just go wide, just awkwardly looks away.
Well, I will say that I used to run my mother's kitchen in her own tavern.
She just looks at you and says, okay, well, we'll give you, and then she kind of smiles and like one of those 1,000-yard stare smiles and says, I guess we can give you a shot.
That's all I ask.
And then you hear what sounds like British goblin's voice of what you can imagine a British goblin to sound like.
Yeah.
Pipe up and say, "This shit's fucking wrong! You fucking daft giant! Do you think that you're capable of even cooking?" And then the giant says, "Oh, sorry, boss. You know my specialty is baking, right?"
Oh, Pops, I love you so much right now.
Here's the loudest exasperated sigh that you could ever hear.
I kind of like look to the barmaid and say, I'm guessing that's him.
Yep.
Your lead chef.
He's the halfling woman looks at you and says, "He's not just the lead chef, honey. He's the owner."
And he makes a really good steak.
Indeed, he does.
Well, I guess I better go and introduce myself. I will walk towards
All right.
Ramsey.
Meanwhile, Gargax with his breath. 5,
Get it right. It's Gorgon Ramsay.
Okay, Gorgon Ramsey. You're gonna have to put that in chat for
Oh
me.
no.
Meanwhile, as Isabella's approaching the kitchen. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you.
Thanks for the lurk, 40.
I'm sorry, I had to.
I have plenty of jokes. Trust me, I have plenty of jokes.
Ugh.
But yes, you hear him, and he looks splitting the party up here. I'm gonna get to the bigger side of the party first. Well, the bigger side of the party first.
Yeah, the best part later.
You do see your contact, Julius. Not that anyone else knows the guy's name, but you do see your contact sitting there at the bar, kind of knocking back a few.
For sure, 40.
Notices you and just kind of gestures you guy in a gleeful, jovial way to come sit over to where he's at the table, and to bring your friends as well.
I approached and gave a motion for theirs to follow.
For you guys do see what looks like an owl Eric Cochran man sitting at the table. He stands about the height of, we'll say, half a head shorter than Gargax, if I'm not mistaken. He's not too short, but he's little.
Gargax is 6'5".
Yeah, that making him probably about 6 foot.
Okay, I meant a whole head. Okay.
Yeah, Gargax is 6'5", Corbin's 6'2", and everyone else under 5 foot. Or under 6 foot, rather.
Yeah, he is well under 6 foot. In any case, he's not too tall for what he is. Or at least according to those two, he's not tall. He's shorter than those two.
Yeah.
In any case, he stands at about 5'8", about Asti's height. 5'2".
Bitch, I ain't fucking 5'2". I'm not 5'2". What the fuck?
I mean,
Yo, I will eat your ass. I mean, I meant to say beat. God damn it. I quit.
What?
What?
All right, quoted.
Kinky. I'll allow it.
Well, he did say he's gonna eat our ass, so.
Oh, he was talking to me in specific. But yes, you guys sit down at this table with a type of race that you guys have probably never really seen before. And the guy seems pretty jovial and says, yes, Corbin, are you here to share that drink with me that you promised me?
I suppose. There is also the matter of translating more documents.
Oh. Yeah, I can do that. He puts on a little bit more of a, serious face, and he says, so no drinking tonight?
Perhaps once this job is over. Some of us prefer not to work inebriated, I glare at the bard.
No, I get it.
Whoa, excuse me?
Right as he's taking a drink on stream, too.
No, I get it. You owe me that drink, Corbin. I swear.
Of course.
I'll make sure he adheres to that.
I'm sorry, Corbin drinking? This I gotta see.
He just smiles and has he has the biggest smile on his face. Oh yes, Corbin, he's very fun when he's drunk. Oh, just one time, a couple of years ago, I can remember the trouble he used to get into.
Okay, you are about to be my new best friend because I have to hear these stories because I cannot imagine this dickhead being actually fun.
Don't worry, Bard. Usually when I get in trouble, it's because I'm sober.
Oh, I don't care about the trouble. I just want to hear stories about you actually being fun. Because you're such a bore.
Not that he'd be able to remember some of it. He's pretty much a lightweight.
That's even better.
Lightweight?
I have 16 constitution. What you talking about?
You know, I think
I
it's
have
really
a 12 in
interesting.
Constitution. That means freaking elf can overdrink you.
I find it really interesting that I'm the half feline one in the group, and yet these two are acting like angry cats. So when I go,
Oh yeah, he
Oh, the bard's just ready to clap back because the bard's been getting abused by Corbin for long enough.
I know. I'm just commenting. I think that's really
Oh,
funny
don't
and
you
interesting.
worry, Basti.
He also says to the rest of you, I have also been authorized. My name is Julius, by the way.
A pleasure. And I take it you know all of us already, then?
Yes, I do. Quite enthusiastically as well. I've been watching a little bit of all of you. Very carefully.
Lorthana raises her eyebrow a little bit and goes, well, how much of us?
Please tell me the bard had his pants on.
Wait, what? Sorry? I got
tend to
distracted.
I mean, if you met the bard before he met us, he most likely did not.
I tend to avoid the bard ever since that incident.
Wait, what? Who?
When you first met
When I first met, what are you talking about?
with Corbin. That's what he's describing as the incident.
Who's describing as the incident?
Julius is describing that he tends to stay away from you and keep an eye off of you ever since you and Corbin first met.
Oh, so wait, I just
Bard?
hold on.
You got totally wasted after having sex with that slut, and then got in a brawl and passed out drunk. We had to bail you out of jail and everything.
I was not wasted. Actually, technically, I got drunk first. Then I had sex. Then the guy came in coming at me.
Wouldn't remember it.
and then I ended up in a brawl, and then for whatever reason I was arrested. I was the only one arrested, not the douchebag that came and attacked me.
Well,
you don't know what happened.
winners write the rules.
Oh, you don't know what happened to him.
Well, fair, but I was the one that ended up in a cell.
Yes, that you know of. In any case.
So wait, Julius knows of me and I don't know him. Because I just told him he's going to be my new best friend.
Well, yeah, I meant by you guys just met, but he's known about you and the rest of the party for a very long time.
So, but he said he's avoiding me, though, or avoids me.
He avoids trying to get too much information off of you unless it's specifically requested.
Wait.
That's what he's implying.
Avoids information out of me?
Well, avoids tailing you is what I'm trying to imply.
Oh, tailing. Wait.
Yeah.
So basically, he I'm so confused right now. I think I got it. I'm trying. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Basically, he's just been watching all of us for a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's
But
still
doesn't-
which is gonna be
But the idea that he's I almost feel, and maybe this is overthinking, but based off of what you said, how the cougar gave me a hint, it almost feels like another hint that he stays off me unless otherwise asked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
But-
Jesus Christ. Fuck me!
He
I
just
mean, that's what we all
specifically
want.
doesn't tell you for reasons. Not because it has anything to do with who you are as a person, but just because he's not fond of the antics and following that antic.
Right. Oh, so he doesn't like the brothel?
Not really.
Who does?
He likes to
Nasty.
drink and doesn't like the
Nasty.
brothel.
Asti, because he grew up there.
What?
Also, for all the new viewers, in case you're unaware, Asti's character was raised in a brothel.
Indeed.
Somebody put exclamation brothel in the chat.
But yes. He just holds out his hand and says, okay, well, since you're not mixing business and pleasure again, Corbin, let me take a look at those notes.
Pleasure. Oh my god.
Wait, Corbin does pleasure?
I put the stack of papers from the body's transcriptions in front of him, and the one from the elf lady
Elves in the
separate.
All right. He takes the papers, and then for each of them, he kind of takes out a bunch of dinner napkins and starts writing them down. And for each one he sends you, they're separated into these particular phrases. I sent them
So wait,
in to
Julius
you in your
knows of
DM.
me
You
and I
can
don't
tell
know
the
him.
party if you want.
Because I just told him he's going to be my new best friend.
In the meantime, while we're waiting for him to transcribe this.
Oh no, it doesn't take him too long for him to transcribe it. It's pretty quickly, considering it's his native tongue.
Ah, fair enough.
And what language do you transcribe them? Common?
He transcribes them into common, yes. So
Okay.
it's something you can read. And everybody if you want to show them, but he's specifically giving it to you.
Alright, I read the napkin scrawl and say, this is concerning. And proceed to pass the napkin around.
What does it say?
Alright, since it's there, I can post it into the actual
I just
general-
posted in squad chat.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to post it here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like kind of thing to be best read aloud in a public setting.
Oh crap.
Yeah,
What's a fortnight?
20 days.
14
No.
days.
14 days from
Oh.
the
From the wedding. So from the wedding of the jerkin dude.
Yeah.
So this week.
Excuse me. The portal and forth.
Wait, is this once again pointing us south, as in where Jaylee or Lorthana and I are from?
That
No.
that fortress that was told to you, well, Corbin a little bit ago. I don't know if he shared that information, but there's a fortress that was abandoned a long time ago in the southwest or southeast.
Also, I'm pretty sure I did share that. You just weren't paying attention, I guess.
I was gonna say I remember like that being mentioned.
I mean, I probably just don't remember because my memory is.
Hey, how many days has it been since the wedding?
About a week and a half.
So about 3-4 days left.
Yeah.
This
We
is
should maybe
not
figure out how
good.
long it's gonna take us to get from our location in the Undercity to this abandoned building.
I mean, not really all that long if you know where it is. And
Which
you guys
is-
do have a location as to where you're heading. It's going to be southeast of the city. I did put west by accident. Do be aware it's hyphenated as
Southeast.
Southeast is where you're going. But yes, that is where
Sorry, go ahead.
that is where you are going, and you ask somebody around here, they would be able to easily, especially if they're a noble or something, they could easily point you out. Oh yeah, you just go half a day and it's easy.
Another point is we should maybe try and figure out more about the religion, because the god is mentioned. So we could probably figure out more about what the sacrifice is, what they're trying to do.
Oh, as I said, as it says in the notes, the sacrifice is a rarity.
What's a rarity around here?
Yeah.
Elf.
They're trying to summon their god.
Yeah. An elf.
Have their plan.
Yeah. It's in the keys are easy to read. It's probably her father.
Yep.
And the keys are those dead bodies, probably.
Oh yeah.
Somebody go find the dead body and just sit on it. Maybe.
Wait,
if we
you
keep
said that
the keys away from
from
them-
the bodies, not only was there did something else come out of the bodies or were found on them?
There were notes, and inside one of the skulls, when you looked at it, they did have keys.
Did we take those keys?
No, I meant inscribed in the skull was a key symbol.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that's.
And
why
the
I
note
think the body
specifically
is-
states that when the keys meet, the portal will be active.
And the Rimcast had been gathering all the bodies in the same spot.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get back there now.
The bodies are already gone, I bet you.
No, but there are 2 bodies that aren't there yet.
We need to get back there now.
You do happen to see the detective, along with his 2 underlings, pulling along a small cart from the Undercity stair.
I go out there.
Okay. You stop him, and he says, Gargax, well, what do you want? It's a nice day, isn't it?
Indeed, but the body's there. Where are you taking them?
Well, back to the Remcast estate.
That's a
Well,
really bad idea. We've come upon information that pertains to the bodies being gathered together.
I mean, we gathered together.
They want, whoever this cult is, they want the bodies gathered together. Do not take them over to the Remcast.
Do you have any proof of that?
We have those letters transcribed.
Let me see.
Show him the napkin.
Show the napkin.
Wait,
Even Gargax is like,
Gargax, you're the only one who left the building and went out to try to stop them. So, do you have the napkins?
I mean, I went out there in a hurry.
Yeah, I know.
So
That's what I'm saying.
obviously, no.
Okay.
Well, unless you were the one that last had the napkin when it was being passed around.
Technically, I was the last one.
I didn't touch the napkin, so
I had mentioned about it, like, right after you had looked at them. Right?
I think you're the one who really said something about it.
BRB.
Yeah. So, you.
Okay, I guess I have them.
Okay. I'll rule on it. He takes the napkins and looks at them and reads them over carefully. And you're sure this is what it says?
Direct from a translator.
Well, I did hear about this Corey Cal figure from some tomes a long time ago. A very dreadful god. Demanded sacrifices to him. Horrible, horrible things. If this is the case, and it does very well seem to be that way, I will take into consideration and allow the Rumcast family to do what they need to. However, we do need to store the remainder of these bodies in a proper condition. And the only place sanctified enough to do that would be the church. If you're not allowing us to go to the Rumcast estate, but you would have to get permission from that. Otherwise, I don't really necessarily have a means of stopping this.
Take it to the church for now.
All right.
We need to keep those bodies separated as much as possible.
Okay. He has the halfling take the letters from you, so you guys will no longer have access to this information. So I hope
those
you write it down.
Take those letters to the Remcast.
That's what he's doing.
Okay.
And they'll go over it. So you guys did stop part of that letter or the information that's going on.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
All right.
I go back in.
All right. You go back into the tavern, empty-handed.
As I sit back down.
Yes.
They should be separated. But they took the letters.
That's fine.
Well, we know what's been transcribed. That's the point.
Julius pipes up and says, "Well, he just pulls out a couple more napkins and says, "Well, do you need me to transcribe some more?"
Make a duplicate just to be safe.
Okay. He writes it down back in Common. And then, because he's gotten a little bit more plastered as well, he draws a giant penis in the corner of one of the napkins and then hands it to you guys.
Was this guy a Marine?
Anyway, at least we could denotate which one, whose is whose. That's a good. Despite
Yes, the penis
how,
one belongs to Asti.
Wait, what?
yes,
The penis one is on the one that references the sacrifice.
Wait, what?
And what time it should be. And as he draws that penis, he's like, "Yeah, I bet he got it on a little bit after the wedding."
I mean, I got laid.
Well, at least that's one of you. Maybe two.
Wait, two? Pretty sure I was the only one that got some action.
Are you certain of that?
Are you sure that, like, are you implying that the groom and bride weren't capable of getting it on the night of their wedding?
I mean, the guy's a little bit of a stiff, and I don't mean stiffy, so.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he did lay the pipe down. I'm not judging. All I know is, I just hope I'm not gonna be a unknown daddy. Although I suppose that's entirely possible that I already am a daddy to many.
Julius just, his eyes go wide with that. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to investigate the hell." He looks at you and says, "I'm going to investigate the hell out of that."
Oh, he wants to know if I'm gonna be a dad now?
Oh my gosh, can I pay him to tell me if he finds anything first?
He just says, "For you, ma'am, I'll do it for free."
Oh.
Oh, maybe she does. Maybe she does clean up.
Oh my god.
All right. So, you guys have the general location. You want the exact location, you just need to basically just ask around. But with that, I think we have played a little bit long enough, so it's perfectly fine. I'm going to cut it there, with the exception of one particular thing.
We didn't have. Wait, you said you had a side boss for us tonight.
No, not tonight.
Oh, you mean in general?
I believe he means this quest.
For this quest, I have an optional boss. But there is one particular thing I need to cover before we let go. Isabel, you are in the back, and you meet this guy that barely stands up to your kneecaps.
Are you sure about that? Because she is only 5'6".
He's a goblin.
Oh, okay. Okay, just wanted to be sure.
You see this man with the poofiest of, like chef hats, a sharp dagger-like goatee, like you would see on like 1990s cartoon villains, and twirly mustache. And he looks at you and says, "I doubt you could even cook an ice cube. What are you doing here?"
Believe it or not, I was requested to come here.
Requested?
Yes.
What do you think this is, a morgue?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. This is your kitchen.
All right, this is my kitchen. I like somebody who can acknowledge that this is my kitchen, which means we do things by my book. You understand? And he tosses you a blue apron.
I catch his blue apron and put it
This
on.
dream is not sponsored by Blue Apron. I'm sorry, I had to.
I put on his blue apron.
All right. You guys have some time, so you guys are gonna...
I
If you
agree with
can
you,
impress
side
me,
booba.
I'll let you cook for our guests, but they're putting the orders out for you. So,
Okay.
what are you guys all ordering? Go ahead and be as detailed as you want. Just don't order the soup of the day.
or well done burger.
No. Ass, you should totally order a well done burger.
I think not. Wait, are we ordering stuff?
Yeah, I'm
talking?
asking you guys what you want for your meal here, because you have a little bit of time. Like, you guys have like 3 days before this particular event's going to kick off. So,
I want a ribeye, medium rare,
okay.
with a tankard of ale.
Okay, any sides? This is a very fancy establishment, by the way. Like, as far as it looks. Despite the fact that the last guy that just left there like 5 minutes ago got beamed in the head with a frying pan.
So on the side, I'm gonna take some French fried tater wedges and some fucking and a Greek salad.
Okay. All right. What about the rest of you?
I'll have a beef Wellington.
Give me some of them French fried taters.
As an FYI, if this guy dares try and throw something at me, I will beat the living shit out of him.
This man is extraordinarily well connected.
I don't care.
Question: does this place serve any form of fish or crab or shellfish?
Yes.
Perfect.
Although it's a little bit more expensive in the fact that you're in the fucking desert.
Of course. Of course. We're going to go with some stuffed crab with a stuffed... What was it? Stuffed crab? Yeah.
Yeah. You guys
Stuffed
can
crab?
actually try and order like more fantasy style dishes,
Hold
like
on.
if you
Fine.
want.
What's the equivalent to beef fantasy style? Hold on.
You can do beef too.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one. Oh my god, it just left my head what I was trying to think of.
But you could also go with like, oh, I want a dragon steak or something like that. Like,
Oh, why would you kill a dragon? That's just rude.
Okay, the dragon was killed humanely, just like the chickens.
No,
don't
it's the
care.
Hydra steak you want because Hydra's supposed to be very tasty.
And if you cut off their head, at least they grow back 2 more.
How would you know, Corbin?
Oh.
experience.
Should I have a dice roll next to my cooking utensils proficiency?
Yeah, I will let you roll these with and throw in your proficiency modifier since you are there, but
Is
you
my
are.
proficiency, the cooking utensils proficiency isn't actually listed, it's just the...
It'll be a survival roll,
Okay.
and I will be having you roll 5 times. And if you
Lovely.
fail one, yeah, if you fail one of them,
Then
let's
you
just say there'll be consequences.
Better not throw anything at me, I'm telling you. I will get him back. I'm not afraid to.
Oh, wait.
All right, so we need one from a Wookiee, and we need one from
Me.
yeah,
I hadn't ordered yet.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like we need orders from everybody.
Tool legs.
Hey, Leon, thank you for the lurk.
Yep, that's my order. Tool legs.
Okay,
We're going exotic with this.
go for it.
An order of tool legs.
He's got on a sock. Oh my god, that's so cute!
I hope you know what a tool is there, Pops.
No,
I
I'm gonna
do.
give him the shoe.
Okay, good.
You know very well what this guy is capable of.
Yeah? Oh, I know. I know full well, so I want to see how he does with something more exotic.
Oh no, he's not the one that's cooking your meals.
It's me.
Oh. Good luck.
Arceus
Just
will
like,
order it.
just like the kidnappers from Taken. Good
All right,
luck.
Arcus, what are you ordering?
Arceus will get a tomahawk steak with a large heaping of potatoes.
Okay. All right. Jai, I need you to roll 5 times.
Hold on.
And I'll go with
Actually,
the
in the
steak and
process-
spuds.
What kind
Medium
of
rare.
steak? What kind of steak?
Let's see what cut to go for.
If you say anything less than ribeye, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I don't
Well,
mean
ribeyes
just
are
that.
kind
I
of
mean,
dinky.
what creature is the steak from?
Hmm. You know what? I'll be merciful for Jai. Regular beef.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, Jai, I need you to roll 5 times. Since one of your party members was a little bit mean, you're going to roll 1 with disadvantage.
Okay, I sent you a very important question about that rolling first. So if you can check your DMs, please.
I'm looking. It'll be your survival and proficiency.
Okay, so it would be the 3 and the 5 added together.
Yes, but particularly just for this. But yes.
Okay. I don't think I've done this right, but there you go.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh.
Fucking nat 20 and a nat 1. Wow.
Yeah.
Which one? The disadvantage?
Maybe the nat 1.
Oh
Wait,
no.
who's the third order?
I was actually the first, so
I was the second to last. So it was
I was
Gargax.
second.
No. Gargax was second to last. So,
Gargax was before Arceus.
yeah. And you were...
And Corbin was after Arceus.
Oh, so Gargax is the one.
Okay.
Let's see. So
Yeah.
Asti, Jaylee, Gargax, Arceus, and me.
So, let's see here. So, it is a 28, a 20, a 9, a 17, and a 27. You did so well. I almost don't want to punish you. But unfortunately, you overcooked.
No.
You overcooked the eggs to the point where instead of a white, a nice yellowish, fluffy texture, they were rubbery.
Okay. That's okay. Can't
The-
have everything.
Gorgon takes those eggs immediately, throws them at the wall in front of you, and the glass of the plate just shatters, some of it landing near you. You were afraid that some of it might have even hit you, and he said, "You ever cook something like that for a guest of mine again, and I'll have someone string you up by your ears."
Wait, did he say that or scream that?
He screamed it.
So we all heard it?
He didn't even yell it. He just, like, at that point in time, his anger, like, rolled over to a more silent, like...
Oh.
Yeah.
You know he's pissed when he's silent.
And after that, he looks at the rest of the dishes and he says, "The rest of the dishes are okay, but you're going to redo this one. And if you mess up again, there'll be consequences."
oh
Yes,
my.
Chef.
Oh my.
You guys see this big hulking giant come out, and at Gargax, he puts a couple of, like, 2 of the sweet rolls in front of you, and he says, "Those are apologies. The eggs are taking a little bit more time than necessary."
Wait. I said
Yeah, those sweet rolls that
hold
you've
on,
never...
hold on. Out of character. Did you say I said legs, not eggs?
I thought you said eggs.
No, I said legs, as in like crab legs.
You're getting eggs now, so deal with it.
Well, apparently I'm getting caviar then.
Yes.
Enjoy.
So he puts those sweet rolls in front of you that you have never tasted before, for reasons.
Finally. Gargax starts eating it.
All right. Jai, your roll was okay. You guys get fed, and we'll end the session there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to describe to you how awesome the food tastes or anything, because you can use your imagination. It's Jai's cooking.
I mean, I got a nat 20 on my fucking ribeye and my taters and my Caesar salad or Greek salad. So,
Well,
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, your food
Plus,
was
this
cooked
is-
splendidly. In fact, Jai, as a reward for going along with this joke, whenever you make a survival check for this, you can throw your proficiency in, and depending on the skill level of the actual cook, like the ingredients and everything that you need to prepare, if you have experience with them or if they're commonly used, I will give you advantage from here on out, because you were such a good sport with it.
Okay. Can you just DM me that information? Because I've already closed that.
Why not just give Jai the chef feed?
Or why don't you
Something I
just give...
can work. In all honesty, it could be something that I can work towards. Because I feel as if that, like, not one really screwed the first big
But did
roll.
Isabel get the job?
Pardon?
That's the most important part. Did Isabel get the
Yeah.
job?
Is he keeping me on, or is he...
She earned herself an apprenticeship under one of the strictest chefs in the world.
All according to plan.
That does also with his attitude.
How is that going to impact my adventuring, though? Because if he's one of the world's strictest chefs, he'll want me to be at his beck and call.
No, he realized that you're also part of the Umbral Brotherhood. He knows that. He is a very well acquainted chef. So
he doesn't mind me, like, being here 1 week and gallivanting off the across the world.
It sounds like he's gonna call upon you when he actually demands your presence.
Or to get ingredients or something.
basically, in your off time when you're at the Umbral Brotherhood, you will be requested to go there. And if you miss too many times when you are requested on your days off, you will be fired promptly.
Okay.
I'm not guaranteeing that things might be thrown at you. I am guaranteeing that, actually. On your way out the door.
Well, it's a good thing that she knows how to deflect missiles then, isn't it?
Well, but do you know how to dodge? Because if not, you better learn.
Well, deflecting missiles allows me to hit the thing out of the way of an oncoming attack.
Not improvised weapons, though.
No, I will actually allow that.
No.
Because that just means that someone else is going to get beamed in the head.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And looks like he had to dip.
Well, yeah, that's why I wanted to end it. So, did you guys have fun?
Yeah, that was one of the most fun sessions we've had. I think we're finally finding a groove, you know what I mean? And getting into it a little bit more.
The only thing I can say is I did feel as if some of us were maybe getting overspoken a little bit. There was a few times when I actually did try to say something, and y'all were a bit loud. I understand that everybody's wanting to try and make a point, but it was kind of getting a little bit infuriating.
Some people do get louder than others. I will make a defense on that because I have that same habit where I might talk over people. I will try and keep an eye on that, and if you have anything that you want to say, just speak up. That's all I can say. But outside of that, hopefully nothing too perturbing has happened to anybody. Not just you, Jai, but to anybody. But I'm glad that people are happy with it. So yeah.
Kind of glad that I pleased this shit.
I'm surprised you rolled so well too.
You pleased the chef, did you?
Yes.
Oh my.
You know, it's a good thing that someone gets pleasure around here, isn't it, Bard?
I got laid twice already in this campaign.
You paid for one, didn't count.
Still booty. Hey, the working girls got to get paid, so It counts.
Hey, the working girl is gonna get paid. I mean, she
Not
made
to
you guys
mention-
a great meal, right?
And not to mention
Crazy.
the other one, I freaking I made her look like a princess. So yeah.
Crazy. We were playing D&D. I don't know how long you asked that, but we were playing D&D. I don't know what Asty's doing after this, but yes, that is
Dan, we were playing Dungeons and Dragons.
we've wrapped up right now, and I'm just getting my final feedback.
And
from
I will
everybody.
then once the feedback's over, I will end the recording.
Yeah, no.
But no, I enjoyed the shit out of it too. Like, I'm also trying to make it more of a point to clap back at the people that I feel have wronged me. So clapping back at Corbin has been fun as well.
Yeah. I mean, I've asked Corbin, at least as far as Alice, if he wouldn't mind that. Whether he takes it anywhere else, that's perfectly fine. But at the very minimum, it's standing as a one-sided love at the very least. If he decides to take it any further, then that's his prerogative. But I've asked him if he was comfortable with it, and he said that he was. If there's any lines that are crossed, you can let me know.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun with it either way. So.
Well, I meant as far as comfort level, because I don't tend to try and throw people into
Oh, I get you, and
situations without them agreeing to it.
No, I get it. Zerathos is also not like that sensitive either. So
Wait, what's sensitive?
exactly.
We were just having a conversation about that too.
I also like the random I don't want to say throwbacks, but like the random hints thrown at my character. It's like, fuck, like I'm really gonna have to prepare myself for some shit.
There are plenty, but sometimes it's better to put things on a back burner as opposed to trying to put new information up front.
Oh no, I get it. Like I like it though. What I'm saying is like it kind of prepares me, so like I know that, oh man, I gotta make sure that my RP is on point moving forward. But like the cougar chick, I mean, granted, her cougaring me was random. Because I was like, wait, because she went from being like, oh, you look familiar to, oh, I'll marry you. I was like, wait, what?
Well,
Whiplash.
yeah, there's that, and you have no idea how elven culture is like, so.
Yo, yeah, that too.
Could be a potential obligation for something like that, or she very well may know something and she's not letting it off, or she just doesn't want to, and she's basically saying, okay, well, this man's trying to get into my family or something like that. I'd have to ask my father.
Okay.
Well,
To be
I
fair,
asked.
for a second, I thought you were going to say pants.
I also asked for. I didn't say anything about like getting in her pants. I said conversation because if she knows me, I'm like, wait, okay, you're the first person to ever say that to me. But I mean, yeah, to be fair, but also she is acquainted with Mercury, and Mercury likes to fuck with me, and so she clearly knows Mercury probably has heard of me. So, yeah.
Well, you've got to think about it, Asti. You're about to save a noble woman's father.
An elven noble woman's father.
Yeah, an elven noble woman's father, but even just still, a noble woman's father in general.
Well, yeah, and again, you're not wrong. Like, because
we
I mean,
need to have a conversation later after we're done saving your father.
oh yeah, I mean, granted, as a player, I know that elven customs are different, but like, you know, in the moment as the bard, like, I don't know that. I'm just like, you clearly have information about me. Share. But I do like these little side notions of what's happening though. It's interesting.
Well, a good amount of you wanted to express feelings of going south, so that's why this whole mission is for.
Wait, I thought nobody wanted to go south because I know Corbin was like no, or Zerathos voted no. But then granted, that was also before I said anything about.
No. He said no in the hopes of being able to have an easier entryway into it. And this is particularly for that. You are getting you are saving the father of a noble elven noblewoman.
Right.
Besides, Nasty, didn't you read my character summary? He always likes having a plan. Going in blind is not much of a plan.
So,
Yeah.
I want to double check.
Oh no,
something
I
real quick.
for one, I never said anything about going in without a plan. I just said like when I brought it up to the party, like, hey, I might have a lead on who the fuck I am.
I want to double check something real quick. Our next session should be the 11th/12th of February.
Yes.
Okay. In which case, I might need to duck out of that session in particular because I'm hoping to be away at KuppleCon on the 11th.
Oh, okay.
So Isabel might be working with our wonderful chef during
Le
that
Gourmand.
session. Yeah.
What's the chef's name?
Or Jean.
I have it written somewhere. There we go.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay?
Oh, also, I still haven't ended the recording, but when I do end the recording, I am going to do the live reacts if people want to see those.
Also, we still need character summaries for Lorithana, Isabel, and the
Yes.
Horn Dog Bard.
I
We're
know.
gonna have it tomorrow because I have my day off tomorrow and I'm not writing emails. Oh crap!
You're good.
That's fine. But yeah, those are for you guys to edit as well. I'd like to keep you guys grouped up before I do another introduction of new characters. Although I can actually update one character, which would be,
You want them to go ahead and put placeholders and just edit at the bar or whatever?
I'd appreciate it if they can.
All right, so if nobody has any more feedback or anything on the session, I will go ahead and end recording. Is there any objections?
I particularly look for feedback from you guys just so I can see if I'm doing anything wrong or anything. But you guys always say that you're having fun, and that's all I care about.
I don't really got any.
Oh, this session was fucking hilarious in my opinion. Like I was telling Jaylee, like this is probably been one of my favorite sessions.
I'm glad.
Also, I mean, it could also be that I'm taking a slightly different approach, but also to your point, how you're like, you want my character to grow. As I mentioned, my character, I'm effectively role-playing myself, the younger me, and I will eventually get to,
Yeah, I know.
where I'm at.
You do what you need to do. If I have any problems with anyone in particular as far as they're playing in D&D, then I will bring it to them personally. Or if they're going against somebody else, and I hope to God that they will have an adult conversation about it. If they can't do that, then involve me. But we're all adults here. We're all, at least I thought we were all at the drinking age, so...
Wow. Give me like 2 more months, Pops.
Well,
2 more
technically,
months, bro. Not even.
technically she is Canadian.
I'm a month and a week out.
Okay, so 3 sessions?
Hold on. So we're not having a session on the 7th, we're having a session on the 14th.
No, 11th would be the next one.
2 weeks
Yeah,
from
no,
today.
I'm talking to myself. Just give me a second. The math ain't mathing. My brain.
A fortnight from today, Jaylee.
Very funny, Pops. Oh, it's 12 a.m. That's what's effing me up. It's telling me it's Sunday. Okay, hold on.
Well, yeah. Of course, you goober.
Okay, so a fortnight from yesterday. I did forget.
The 11th of February, Jaylee. And the next one after that
No,
would
the
be...
25th is when I'll be of drinking age. That next section, the session of the 25th is when I'll be of legal drinking age, not the 11th.
Okay,
My point was that I was under the assumption that we were all adults here. So we're all adults here.
Technically an adult. I'm just an adult who can't drink.
I'm not an adult. I am a bag of
Child.
wind.
Yours is more depressing than what I did.
Oh, Zero wants me to... Okay, all right, fine. Are we done then? Or okay, are we doing live reacts now?
Yeah, you can